The question is, have you ever crammed for an exam? In the game The Boat is Sinking, the players are given the premise that the imaginary boat they are on is sinking, and therefore have to form groups to make it to safety. If we think closely, this game is like cramming. Before we introduce to you our study, let me tell you a little bit something about the human brain and memory. The human brain can hold up to 10 billion pieces of information through a person's entire lifetime. In the brain's retention, it varies from short-term to long-term. Moreover, there are three aspects of human memory system: encoding, storage, and retrieval. In encoding, information is registered. Storage is for maintenance of information. And lastly, retrieval is for recall of information. According to a study, free recall is the simplest measure of recall, but not enough to evaluate memory. Because, according to another study, the process of organization of information was assumed to have an importance. But what if the organization of information is subjected to time pressure? A study says that time pressure have adverse effects on adults' memory for cognitive tasks. Alternatively, could time pressure have positive effects on memory retrieval? This thought has led us, the researchers, to come up with an idea of studying effects of word categorization and audiovisual time pressure cues on memory retrieval. Effective study patterns, effects of cramming, and effects of monitoring students during exams were among the things that were taken into consideration. We used a 2x2 between subjects factorial design, in which our first independent variable is word categorization, which refers to 20 related and 20 unrelated non-IV. Our second IV is the audiovisual time pressure cues, which refers to a time bomb and the ringing of bell every 30 seconds during a recall period. Our dependent variable is memory retrieval, which is measured to the recall score of the participants. These are the four experimental conditions in our study. In our 120 participants, there are more females than males ages 18 to 20 years old, and most of them are business customs administration students. Here's the step-by-step procedure of how we go about in our experiment. We used a 4-item mood scale and a number of correct words recalled as our measurement tools. These are the statistical tests we use to analyze our data. When we computed the mean recall score of all conditions, relatively small differences were found. Although the independent variables were not statistically significant, the categorized word list with audiovisual time pressure cues reported to have the highest mean score. The IVs still have an interaction but solely due to chance. When it comes to the mood scales, a statistical significance was found in the random word list without audiovisual time pressure cues condition. When we used the after recall mood scores as the DV, our IVs resulted to have statistical significance. In thematic analysis, we found that the most used techniques were mnemonics, maintenance rehearsal, and chunking. From our results, we can imply that audiovisual time pressure cues have positive effects on memorizing categorized word lists, but not on memorizing randomized word lists. Random word lists are more recalled and audiovisual time pressure cues are absent. The mood scales imply that in memorizing unrelated words without a sense of time left in a time pressured task resulted to more negative mood of the participants. Our IVs were significant when the after recall mood scale scores were used as the DV, which implies that our IVs have more effect on the emotional aspects of the participants rather than their cognitive aspects. Due to these results, We came up with its potential limitations and recommendations for future researches.